Hey everyone, it is Super4 Nintendo here, and today, I am here to talk about that new Animal Crossing trailer. Ooh man, was that something? Um, yeah, let's jump right into it. I was ready to, protest if I did not see anything from Animal Crossing in this direct. Like, they were getting to the end, and they were like, oh, here's a game you're looking forward to, and I got excited. And the intro kind of threw me off because it's like dialogue and like voice acting. I was like, your attention, please. And then it was like Nook Inc. And I was like, oh, here it is. Then the trailer started, and I was kind of confused at first as to what this game was going to be. I was hoping to God it would just be a traditional Animal Crossing game, but this is a traditional Animal Crossing game, but it's kind of a different type of traditional Animal Crossing game. I'm glad they didn't just go with the same you take a train and go to a town and you live there type of thing, because that's been done several times. In this one, Nook starts like a business where you go to a deserted island and you have to stay there. And that's a cool little new type of story for the Animal Crossing series. You set up a tent and then you have to collect materials and build things from scratch. That looks like it's something that they got from the mobile games where you have to collect materials to craft different things. It's kind of like a do-it-yourself type Animal Crossing game, kind of giving it kind of something like Minecraft, where you live alone on this island and you have to craft your own house and then do all these different things. It does add another element to the game that makes it more interesting, and that's great. I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on this game and trying out all the new crafting type things and seeing what they added beyond that. The trailer kind of did confuse me because I wasn't sure if this was watered down type Animal Crossing or if it was still a traditional Animal Crossing like all the other games. But then after seeing the Treehouse gameplay, my worries kind of went away because then I saw, okay, it's basically like a traditional Animal Crossing game, just a little different. And also in the trailer, you did start to see the town become more of a town than an island. You see all these houses and bonfires and flowers, and that's a good thing. We haven't had an Animal Crossing in 7 years, so, we wouldn't want them to make the game too different from what we have now. And a lot of people just want a new traditional Animal Crossing game and nothing too off the path of what Animal Crossing is. And this is great. They changed up the gameplay and the story and whatnot without changing it too much. And then we have that ending screen where all of the players go up onto that cliff, and you see that there's actually 8 players there and that it'll allow for 8-player multiplayer. And that's really cool. You get to have more friends on your island and not be cut off by the 4-player limit. It'll allow for these big games with just a ton of people just going hunting for bugs and crafting things, and it just gets me excited thinking about it. And then also at the end, we saw that they bumped up the release date to March 20th, 2020. It's no longer a 2019 game, oh well. But I am glad that they're taking more time to kind of fine-tune it, because this is a new type of Animal Crossing game, as I mentioned before. They're going to need more time to kind of figure out what to incorporate this gameplay into. And that was also when they revealed the title, Animal Crossing New Horizons. Again, keeping with the trend of 2-word Animal Crossing subtitles, population growing, Wild World, City Folk, New Leaf, and now New Horizons. I do find it kind of weird because they just did New Leaf, and now this one's New Horizons. I mean, we know how much Nintendo loves the word new, so, it's not much of a surprise. One thing I am a little disappointed about is the graphics of the game. Now, they aren't bad. In some spots of the trailer, they look really good. But I can't help but feel like they could have done a little bit more with them. A lot of the characters look like toys and kind of like clay figures. Well, I guess that does fit for Animal Crossing. Ever since Pokemon Let's Go came out, everyone was kind of disappointed with that game looking like an up-res 3DS game. And this game can't really be called an up-res 3DS game because the visuals do look nice. I noticed that the trees and the weeds sway in the wind. It looks really great overall. Another thing I really appreciate is that this game is not a New Leaf 2. That was what I was kind of worried about because, everything Animal Crossing related done since New Leaf has had the New Leaf style, because as I remember, after Wild World, City Folk was pretty much just Wild World 2. I was kind of hoping that they wouldn't make it New Leaf again, but they would still let you have all those privileges that you had in New Leaf, like with the public works projects and all that stuff. What do you know, they've done it. I didn't notice this until we saw the Treehouse Live gameplay, but you can place items that would normally go in your house outdoors. So like if you have a bench that can go in your house, you can now place it outdoors, which makes the public works project system kind of obsolete. And I'm really glad they did this, because now you don't have to raise thousands of bells just to get some bench or something put out into the open. Now again, with the visual style, it is kind of bland. Like the text boxes and UI items are all like that kind of like 2010s like flat iOS 7 looking type thing. You know what I mean if you know what I mean. I do kind of miss the old text boxes with the black translucent background and the clock with the Animal Crossing wood grain type thing on it. Another small thing that debuted in Pocket Camp that looks like it's been expanded upon here is the little phone thing. Now that does look like it's going to be replacing the menus and whatnot, at least for right now. As you use it for the camera, you use it for the map, you use it for a lot of different things that it seems like the menu will be used for. And this is a great in-universe explanation for how the character will be going through these things. Now, there are a lot of missing things that weren't in the Direct that are Animal Crossing staples, like the Able Sister shop, the museum, digging for fossils, the roost. Characters like Isabelle and Rossetti. What surprised me is that Isabelle's nowhere to be seen, considering she's right now one of the most popular Animal Crossing characters and just recently got a Smash Brothers appearance. I gotta say, I'm surprised she didn't appear in any of the trailers or anything. Now, that's not to say these things won't appear in the final game. Obviously, this is an early build of the game, and there's going to be much more to it, but I do hope all these things return in some way. Now, this extended look did show us things like the inventory, which did look smaller than usual. Bells no longer come out of rocks, and instead things like clay and little minerals. I don't know what they're called because I didn't see what they were called, but things like that now come out of rocks instead of bells. Weeds are also now used for crafting and are all over the place, except they don't look like ugly weeds like in other Animal Crossing games and make the world feel more believable by having all these weeds. But I do wonder if Nook's tent will expand as you buy things like in other games. I hope it does, so they have like an open area for furniture and different tools. Now, all things considered, I am extremely excited for this game. There are a couple things that I'm a little concerned about as seen by the trailers, whether it's a lack of something or something that seems like it'll be kind of annoying, but this does look like a really fun game that I'm probably going to spend a ton of time on. I mean, being able to decorate your town with furniture and crafting materials and going out and finding those crafting materials, it's just so exciting, and it just adds more things to do in Animal Crossing. Like, I really hope that they do expand a ton upon this crafting idea. I do hope we get more information on this game soon, even though we just got information, because I'm still dying to know more about this game. And it's about another year until this game comes out, but I'm still so excited for it. You guys know how much of a big Animal Crossing fan I am. I have 600 hours on New Leaf. Probably one of my favorite games on the 3DS, if not one of my favorite games of all time. And to be able to play Animal Crossing on probably one of my favorite consoles in recent memory is really something exciting. Being able to take it on the go with the Switch and then bring it back to the big HD TV and play in between those, you get the best of both worlds there. Well, that's all I have to say about this game. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!